Hi there. Real estate is one of the evergreen industries in case someone is looking into getting to business. This so because the demand for real estate properties out there is consistent throughout the year. Of course, there are those cyclic ebbs and airs throughout the years, but nevertheless, we're talking about there being high demand for different real estate units out there, whether it is residential units, commercial units, business stalls, you name it. And with that, in case you jump into this space, you're going to have the propensity of making good income. This so because real estate prices are insane out there, and even someone can even make upwards of $1 million in profit from just one deal. And actually what is more exciting is that also you have that chance of becoming your own boss, working at your own rate. Jumping into the real estate sector is an awesome thing, more so looking at it from the business perspective. That's why in this video, I want to share with you 10 business ideas which you could look to jump into in the real estate space. My name is Ofcourse Sifuna, and you are all much welcome to the Money Daily YouTube channel. The first business idea which you could look to jump into in this space is the idea of managing real estate properties, whether it is residential or commercial properties. The need to have appropriate management of properties out there is getting high and high over the days. This so because we have investors out there who put money down on the real estate sector, but the day-to-day management to ensure that these properties are in pristine shape is a huge gap. That's why we have an assortment of people out there. For example, housing agents, we have, for example, caretakers out there, we have property managers whose work is actually to manage properties. And of course, the management of properties can come in different spheres, whether it is from the angle of day-to-day operation or even from the angle of also it involving financial management, whereby you can also be managing funds relating to these properties. To give you an example, you could, for example, be collecting rent for someone from the real estate property and then getting your cut and of course sending them their portion too. This is a lucrative business in that you don't really need to have your own real estate property for you to become a real estate property manager. You just need to have the skills and also be dedicated to that, and you're gonna be well in good business. And then the second business you can look to jump into in this space is you being a real estate agent. In essence, you be the one as an individual to be brokering sales of real estate properties out there. And by the way, guys, on these business ideas, this is one of the ideas which has very, very high margins, because you can even converse with the seller on what your commission is going to be. And even for some, you have the leeway for you to add a given margin on top of what the selling price is, as long as you lock in a sale. And the exciting thing is that, truth be told, is that the owners don't really care. And for this business, it's quite exciting because for most real estate agent licenses out there, because yes, you require a license in most states out there. For most of these, you don't even really need to have a college degree or anything. You just need to have the experience and do a short-term course on real estate agents, get your license, and you're gonna be well in business, right? That is the second idea you can look to jump into in the real estate space. And then the third idea you can look to exploit in this space is the idea of you being a real estate investor. On this, I'm looking from the perspective of, for example, you have money. Maybe you're a multi-millionaire. Why not put your money down on the real estate sector? And it is exciting because you're going to have the propensity of you making millions in rent income. And even you could jump into the business of selling these houses and, in fact, cashing in your investment as and of when you finish these constructions. Most people out there have actually had the opportunity of becoming real estate investors and them being able to make crazy amounts of money, whether it is profit through sales of different housing units out there, whether residentials or even commercial office properties, or even them making money off rental income, assuming they plan to hold these real estate properties for quite a long period of time. So in case you have money, look to jump into this space as an investor, and you're gonna well be in business of you making insane amount of money, whether through selling real estate property or even rental income. And then the fourth idea which you can look to jump into is you being a content creator, specifically specializing on real estate. We talk about, for example, being a photographer, being a YouTuber, being a blogger, you name it. You can be a content creator whose specialty is real estate. And we're talking about a sector which actually, even when you look at photography, for example, it is on high demand throughout, because we have high demand of high quality housing photos out there, high quality apartment photos out there, high quality construction sites photos out there. So you can be a content creator specifically specialized in real estate sector. And of course, for both visual, talking about pictures, videos, and even written. For example, blog. And with these two, you're going to have the propensity of making good money. Reason being, you can, for example, make money through selling your original real estate photos or even real estate videos, and even beyond that. Different search engines out there, for example, Google and so forth, also allow you to make some money in form of AdWords money, as long as people interact with their content online. So that is also an avenue for you to be able to make money through real estate industry. And then the fifth business idea you could look to jump into and make money in real estate is you being a real estate marketer. You can specialize your marketing skills in real estate. And by the way, guys, this is also one of the most sought after skills in real estate. People are out there constructing houses, right? They have that gap with regards to who's going to buy this house. They have that gap with regards to who is the target market for these houses. So in case you can do that real estate marketing for these people out there, for the different developers out there, for the different individuals out there, be sure you can also make good money off fees. And for these, you can even discuss it to be a commission of the selling price units of these houses out there. So in case you're a talented marketer, why not look to jump into the real estate space and also be able to make money through marketing real estate properties out there, whether residential properties or even commercial units, right? And then idea number 6 is the idea of you flipping houses. We've seen in the recent past people out there flipping houses real good and actually being able to make good amount of money. And the model for this is either someone buys a dilapidated house out there or even a house which is still under construction, and then they ensure they finish it very well. They ensure they have the exteriors doing that very well, interior done very well, and then they sell the houses at a profit. And for this idea of flipping is essentially you doing it as an individual. You could be a real estate agent or even an individual who just interested in real estate space. Then you can't be getting those houses which have been isolated, and then you go ahead, renovate them, put down some money on them to do facelifting, and then selling them off at a good price. And by the way, guys, the business of flipping houses is also another awesome business in this space, because you can also be able to make crazy margins, and you can even dictate the prices of the housing units, which most people out there have ignored, and they think they have lost their value. And then now on the other side, the business idea number 7 is now doing exactly the same thing, but now from the company perspective. You can start a business which is a real estate brokerage company. In essence, a company which specializes in purchasing different real estate units out there and then selling them off at a margin. Their model is that also they purchase housing units which look like they're high potential units, but their current situation is not speaking to that. In essence, they purchase those unfinished raw properties or even properties which are undervalued, and then they do some facelifting on them. They finish these properties and then they do intense marketing to ensure they lock clients also. So as an individual, you can do flipping, but also as a company, you can look to jump into brokerage. And even we have very big real estate brokerages out there which have grown over time and even built thousands of units which have benefited many people out there, right? And then idea number 8, which you can look to exploit in this space, is the idea of you doing landscaping business. Beyond the construction of the actual houses, beyond the finishing of the actual houses, also there is that need to ensure the exterior facade looks very awesome. And that's why lots of work around gardening, planting of flowers, just ensuring the landscape around that house looks excellent is also a very big and booming business in real estate. You could specialize in doing landscaping business, whereby you kick in your business the point at which the different construction units are about to be finished. Now your specialty is ensuring that the exterior facade looks very awesome. It is enticing. Someone feels that they're actually walking home when they're getting into the compound. This also is an art. And in fact, someone could be able to make good amounts of money. There are those people out there who are specialized in landscaping. And through landscaping, you can be able to make good amounts of money too. And then guys, business number 9, which you could look to jump into in this space, is the business called home staging business. Home staging is essentially you working at the interior of the houses to ensure it looks awesome. In essence, interior designing. Once the construction units are done, then there are those people who do home staging. In essence, checking the colors, checking the combination of different arts inside the house, looking at the different fixtures to advise on how awesome they need to look. So you could specialize on this, the business of home staging, and also be in very big business in real estate. And with this, of course, you need to work with different developers out there. You need to work with different people doing constructions out there. Work with agents to get insights on the different construction units out there and the stages at which they are in, so that you know when you can check in and start doing home staging, so that at the end of the day, everyone in this pecking order is able to get their cut of money. And be sure, business of home staging is also very profitable because it is a skill which is in high demand, because at the end of the day, is one of the skills which determine whether someone is going to buy a housing unit or not. So jump into home staging in case you are talented with regards to interior design, and you're going to also be in very big business, right? And then the 10th, in essence, the last business idea I want to discuss with you is the idea of being a developer in the real estate space. Developers are essentially those companies which build the entire project right from start. You could find, for example, a company buys virgin land somewhere, and then they plan the entire land, whether you're talking about even 100 acres, how it's going to be, what number of units are going to be constructed there, even how is the entire area going to look like. So you can be a developer whereby you own the bigger project, and also you participate in building the different housing units to the very tail end of it when they're selling these units, whether it is different value add properties out there, whether it is pieces of land or even finished units of houses. And of course, for development, it also requires you to have quite a huge financial muscle, because it involves the entire spectrum of construction and also the entire spectrum of planning. But I'm pretty sure once you jump into any of these 10 ideas, you're going to be able to make good amount of money through real estate. Which of these 10 ideas have excited you? Share your comments down below in the comment section. Look for share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye and take care.